How about this? Next up is a professor for women's studies, Meda Chesney-Lind.
Thank you, UH, for being here. I am so proud of you. It's because of you that we're here. You're the reason we're here. My name is Meda Chesney-Lind. I am a professor of women's studies. Woo-hoo! Rock on! Okay. Now listen, a lot of people have been telling their stories. I'm going to tell you my story very briefly. I got the world's best education in that building right over there. I got a PhD from this university. About the same time that I was there getting a world-class education, there's a young woman, a single mother, let's call her Anne. She's there too, with me, riding in the elevators, and she is getting a world-class education. And she has not one, but two little kids that she's got in tow. And she raises those children in this environment, in this intellectual vitality that is this precious resource of the University of Hawaii. She would eventually get her master's degree and her PhD from UH Manoa in addition to her BA. She got all her degrees here. What does this history have to do with the current crisis? Well, let me go back to that Meda that was there in her 20s. It's kind of hard to imagine. But I was studying criminology, and in those years I knew we had about 300 people in prison in Hawaii. We now have over 6,000 people in prison. 6,000! Many of them are Native Hawaiians. And we are imprisoning them at a time when Hawaii has the lowest crime rate it has had since we began counting the problem. How did this happen? Well, let me explain. We have the world's largest, muchas gracias. We have the world's largest incarceration system. Where does the money come from to run the prisons? Let me help you out here. It comes from you folks. It came from higher education. At a time when corrections budgets were doubling, UH and all of the universities across America were seeing their budgets cut or they were stagnating. So basically, our governor, like the governors across the country, have chosen to build cells instead of classrooms. That's what happened. Now, where do you come in? You're just probably wondering, what about me? Where do I come in here? Let me explain. What we did was we passed the cut on to you already. Here's the story, kids. In a recent year, Hawaii was #1. We were #1. You know what you're #1 in? What? Football? Any guess? No, sorry. Hey, football players, love you guys. I teach Soj. Okay. We were #1 in tuition increases. Hawaii was #1 in the nation in raising your tuition. So now you're probably wondering about, why did I talk about that woman Anne? Anyone know? I'm a teacher. What was her last name? Dunham! Anne Dunham Soetoro, Barack Obama's mother. She went to school here. That's what this is about. She got a world-class education. Her kids, she had the dreams for her kids, that they would have the best and brightest future in the world, and her son is President of the United States. All right? So why do I teach here? Because I teach for Anne Dunham, and you are the Anne Dunhams of the future, and I know she's out there, and it's my job to teach her, because I have the dreams that she had for her children. So, go UH! We love you. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Meda. Okay, next up, this is a discussion about public education, but it doesn't stop here at Manoa. You also know that it's going on at the community colleges. They're concerned about it as well, but it also extends to the grade schools and all the little ones that are out there. We've got a short message from Robert Perkinson from American Studies about another event that's going on.